Okay, so welcome to Creations by Karen, and today we are going to make a bee out of random wreath forms, okay? So I know I have a lot of these in my basement. That's before I found Unique in the Creek. But I'm trying to find a way to use them up. So anyways, I made this bee. Can you see it there? It's cute, right? It's big too. So what I used was 2 heart-shaped wreath forms. I don't know, a Dollarama, maybe Dollar Tree, probably I got them. Hey guys. And I used one, I think this is an 8-inch round wreath form. And I used one, and I got these ovals this year. Can you see that oval? Oval. This year I got them at Dollar Tree. I think they were $1.50. And so I'm going to use an oval. So I'm going to show you how to make the bee. Hey everybody. Okay. So I used felt with this, and I used yellow felt, black felt, and white felt. But you can buy at Dollarama, I believe. Dollarama is like a dollar store in Canada. I don't know if you have any in the States. You can buy this. It's $1.50, and it will cover this. Or one heart-shaped wreath form. Okay? So you'd need 2 of these, and 1 yellow and 1 black, I guess, if you wanted to use. But I'm making more than one, so I bought, like at my local Fabricland, they had this yellow, which is just regular felt. So I'm going to show you from start to finish how I made this. Well, no, I did some stuff ahead of time, just to save time. Hey, sprinkling, okay. So I'm going to start with the base, the wreath form, the oval. Now all you're going to do is I cut out this piece of felt. And I made it a little bit bigger than the wreath form itself. You see how that's kind of like bigger? So you got to plug in your hot glue here. I got cat hair in my mouth. Sorry about that. So all you're going to do is just turn this down. And with the wreath form, the yellow, you only need 1 piece. I doubled the white because it came through. Hey guys, how are you? Sorry. So what I did was, I got my close pegs here, and I just went around and I just closed pegged this at the top and the bottom first, like this. And this method you're going to use for all your wreath forms that you're going to use for this. So you just come down and clip them in place. And I didn't use a lot. Because I'm going to glue it all down. So that's why you have to have your glue gun hooked up, ready to go. But I wanted to show you this part because the other ones I've already did. Okay, but I'll show you from start to finish how to do the bottom. And you're doing the other ones the same way. Hey, how are you? Hey everybody, excuse me. So you can't pull it too tight on one side because then you can't get this over. So do a few on one side and then a few on the other side. You see how I'm doing this? Not brilliant, but this is a really good way if you're stockpiling stuff and you think, when am I ever going to use it? This is a good time to pull it out, especially if you have the heart-shaped forms, and this is more flat. It doesn't really have a curve. So, oops. So that's why I'm doing it. All right, so I'm going to just start gluing it in place. Using Gorilla Glue is what we're using. Hey guys. This is stuck to this. All right. So all you're going to do, I got to put a new, well, I don't need to do this. So what I like to do is go from bracket to bracket. Just run a fine bead along the top rung and just pull this down and hold it for a second in place, and that secures it. You almost forgot about me. Seriously, Heather? Couldn't find those egg wreath forms. I haven't seen them since I bought mine. And when I saw them, I scored them because I thought that's weird, and I've never seen them before. But at the They did have these like plastic wreath forms. You could get at Dollarama, I think. But they had stuff on them, so you just have to take it apart. But you can use any wreath form, but I like this one because it kind of came to a point. That's the way I wanted to use it. All right, so keep going around. I got more glue here. And this doesn't take a lot of time to do. It's just a furnickety. I don't even know if that's a word. We never had any in Omaha. Oh. Well, Canadians have got one up on you then. That rarely happens. So just come around. Hot glue it down. Hi, Jack. How are you? Be generous with it. Don't want it to come apart. And this sticks really well if you use Gorilla Glue. If you use regular glue, it won't stick. You only bought them for Easter. Yeah. Yeah, and I only saw them in one Dollar Tree. Not in any of the other ones I went to after I bought them all. So I don't have any more. I think I have 3 left. And so I'll be making some bees. Because this was a good way to use them up. And they look really good. And one sold at the market on Saturday. They didn't bring enough. Yep, no. Yep. I'm going to just put a little bit more in there. Like so. Everybody have a good day. I worked. Okay, keep going around. Very cute. Well, it is kind of cute. And I think you could just use the bee and put a hanger on it. That's what I did with one of them, is just made the bee, and instead of putting it on like a wreath form, I just hung a thing on the back of it, so it's the only thing. You know, I'm sure you don't know what I'm talking about, but I'll show you. So you don't need to worry about if you've got crossover or anything like that, because we're going to put a back on it. Not exactly right away, but we will be putting a back on it. So just come around. First day back to work. Hey, Mar. Did you have a good time on your little vacation? I love the pictures. Okay, just come in, and especially when you're doing around the base of the bottom of it, kind of want to make sure it's secure. Your Dollar Tree only had one left. Yeah. I think the people got the hang of it. Okay, that's the end of it. So there's my, now there's a little bit of a pleat thing happening, so I'm going to tack it down like so. You guys like this Tuesday thing? I have so many custom orders to make, guys. You might see more of me. I'm just going to glue this stuff down, because I figure if I'm making it, I might as well show you. What do you think? Do you want that? Thumbs up if you'd like to see this face more than once a week. Hey, Sue. Amazing. Still waiting for your luggage. Oh my God, I saw that. Horrible. All right, come back down here just to tack this down a little bit. You guys want to see more of this face? Okay, so there is my bottom part. See how it's in a oval? Kind of like a bee. But before I put the back on it, I thought I want to put some stripes. Now I couldn't get yellow and black stripe fabric, but I did some digging in Craft Central, and I found some thick black ribbon. So what I'm going to do is just measure out the halfway, just like that, and then take some scissors, cut this off, Now look where you just want to see where you want to put it. So I want it to top of it to be about mid-center. So I'm just going to run a bead. Try to be straight on this one. And place it down like that. Okay? That looks good. And then I'm just going to put a bead on this one. Still have your Happy Easter wreath. What's the celebration before summer? Mother's Day. Canada Day. And then you're just going to take this and tack it to this part here. I was a little generous with it here. I'm going to cut some of that off. Hey Brenda, how are ya? Just put some glue on there. Do it on the other side. Just like that. All right. So there's one. And it's down there. This might need a little bit of help. Just put it like that. Good. Okay. So then I'll put one up here. That looks good. About there. Cut it off. Now, just want to be sure. Okay. Back to the grindstone, yeah. Just put a bead of glue. This is like fairly inexpensive to make. Especially if you don't have to buy the fabric with the stripe already in it. You can just do this. Dig around in your craft stock. Find your ribbon. And I'm just going to put it on this side. Might need more glue. Use a lot of glue when you're doing this. It's all right. It's cheaper than fabric. Just come down. Place it down. Flip it over. You want to tack it down so it doesn't go anywhere. Just like that. You're not going to see this part, guys, at all, so don't worry about being too perfect on this side. It's the back, it's the front you need to worry about. May 1st is May Day. We have Victoria Day weekend in May. Hey, this yellow fabric, it's felt. Yep, it's yellow felt. Got mine at Fabricland here. Any fabric store will have the felt, that's for sure. Okay, so there's two, upside down, two, and I'll put one more down here. Just cut my piece of felt or ribbon off. And I'd like the same sort of spacing between these. That looks good. Just like that. Not rocket science, not at all. Compared to the one behind you, your stripes seem high. Yeah, they're different. I'm okay with that. Yep, not everything has to be perfect. And I like, and then, you know, these are all cut like originals, so you just make it your own. However you want. Put that down. There you go. I guess not all bees are the same. And just tack it down with this part here. It's felt. It's yellow felt. And just some ribbon I had in my basement. In Craft Central. Because I did buy some black felt and I was cutting the strips, but I don't cut straight lines very well. Let me look at the back one here. It's pretty close. Pretty close to the same. I'm just going to tack this one down at the back. It's kind of on the lines of being a secret Santa. I missed something. Did I miss something here, people? Let's go down and cut this off. And let's tack it the rest of the way down. Where's the frame from? The frame's from Dollar Tree. I got it before Easter. They had some ovals at Dollar Tree, and I haven't found them since. So this part is the oval frame, and I'm using 2 hearts and 1 circle. So this is the part that I'm going to affix to the back of it. And I just cut a piece out with it. I traced it on the felt, and I'm just going to tack it down. Doesn't have to be perfect, guys. Nothing in life is, right? But you just want to go to the top, then the bottom, okay? So here we go. Here we go. All bees are different. Sure are. I'm not the biggest bee fan. I have a bit of an allergy to the bees. So I tend to run when they're around. Because someone bought all of them. I didn't put, I maybe have bought all of them in London anyways, but there's other ones. Oh, I know. I'm sorry, guys. But I only got 5 or 6. Oh my goodness. And someone bought all, oh, okay, it's good. All bees are, yeah, okay. Who's sitting there eating dinner while I'm making this? Yeah, it's no problem. I can take it. Who's sitting eating dinner while I'm crafting for you? So just go around and tack all these down. And if you use Gorilla Glue, it'll stay. Like I said, it doesn't take a whole lot of time to make this. But it's fun. Your store just got them in. Awesome. All right. Can everybody see what I'm doing okay? Some lady messaged me and says she can't see what I'm doing. Am I good? We're finishing up. Okay, so there's my base. All done. There's the front. And there's the back. Looks good, eh? Okay. So you do the exact same thing, except for the stripe, for the heart. See? I did the exact same thing with the heart. And then I put a back on it. And yes, you could see the frame a little bit through here, but I think I found a way to fix it. So I have 2 of them, right? Because I'm making the wings with these. You're good, Karen. Okay. You could cut it out of a cardboard too. You can make it however way you want. That's what I'm thinking. Like just be you. All right, so here's my wings. Now what I figured out, and it took me a minute, is I'm going to come in here, this one here. Wow, got my handy little poker. And because it's mesh, it's pretty easy to do. You just poke a hole through here. All right? But it's got to be big enough that you could put, now what else can I use? Oh, do I have anything in here? Oh, I can use that. Okay, so poke a hole, come all the way through. There we are. That's through. So you're just going to take a zip tie, 8-inch zip tie, and come in where you've made that hole. Like that. All right? Now, what you're going to do is do the same thing on this one. And I'm coming at the end of the bracket on this one. Can you see that bracket there? So it's coming at the end. So I'm just going to poke a hole here. Oh, easier said than done. What else do I have I can use? I'll use this. Oh, maybe I'll use this. Those will work. There we go. All right. Then you poke it through because you want to attach this together. Then make another one. So you're coming down. So I can't look at your comments because I'm concentrating here. I'm just going to lift this up. And then I'm going to poke another hole through that bar here between the second and the third row. Like that. This is kind of tricky, but you can do it. I know you can. So just bring this up and poke it through. And if it doesn't go through, just take your pair of little manicure scissors and poke again. There we are. Take it. And poke it through. There we are. I made it. Okay. So this is going to put these together. They flip it over. Now where did the end go? Oh my God. There it is. It was a lot easier when I wasn't doing it live. There we are. And I poke it through here again. Probably really painful to watch. It's painful to do. There we go. And just zip it. Of course, it's backwards. Oh my gosh. Oh, painful. Now we got to twist it all. This is real life, people. There we go. I think we're golden now. Hey, everybody. You're late to the party. It's okay. I'm glad you made it. All right. Poking it in. This is going come hell or high water. Oops. Sorry. All right. There we are. So just feed it through. And zip it closed. And it's going to do this. That's okay. All right? That just secures it in place. Don't worry about the way it looks right now. All right? Now, do you see all this stuff? This kind of, you could see, it's close up for me so you could see where the wreath form is. I'm going to put a little bit of cording on it. I just got this at Fabricland. So, and it kind of just, it kind of just hides the evil. All right? So all I'm going to do is go around like I did before and just come around with a bead of glue right where the frame is. Place this down. You're not going to see this part here. Just come around. So you kind of want this in a heart shape. Hey everybody, you have a bee theme on your porch. You love this. Well, go ahead and make it. Probably have all this stuff in your basement. Just a fine bead of glue is good. Don't go crazy with the glue. All right. Just come around. This is where it can get kind of tricky. There we go. And this will take about 2 yards of cording to do both. So it doesn't take a whole lot. But it just kind of hides where the, I'm not, well, it's just, you know what, I don't sleep, guys. I don't know, I have to think of stuff to do. And I have all this stuff in my basement. I'm trying to use it up. That was kind of one of my New Year's resolutions, was to try to get control of Craft Central. That's what I call my basement. And as you can see, I have a boatload of mesh. So I got to get rid of some of it. Anyways, so I'm just going to come right to here. You just popped in. What do you mean? I'm making a bee. I'm making a bee with random, I need some glue. Wreath forms I had laying around. I'm using 2 heart-shaped wreath forms, 1 oval and 1 8-inch. And I'm making a bee out of them. It's going to be good. Alright. So I'm just putting this cording on just to make it look kind of good. That's good on that one. So I'm just going to cut this off. Now this is going to be covered with a bow, so you're not going to see this part. So I'm just going to do this one. Start at this end. And do the same thing with this side. It just looks different, right? Something different. I had one of them at the market and it sold. How much more material is in the garage? Don't go there, Nance. Let's not talk about my garage. I know. I have stuff everywhere. Lord. Lord have mercy. We can't go out there all winter because I don't have heat in the garage, right? So I have more stuff in my basement, but I went out on like on Sunday after the market, and it was like 28 degrees here and beautiful, and I cut my grass, if you can imagine, because I had Bobby Lawn people come last year and fix my poor lawn that was in a shambles. Detach. Oh, I'll use it. I'll use it. Yeah, you see some of those people on the DSASH sites and they're getting rid of like mesh and everything, and I'm like, oh my God. Like honestly, if you're in my house, like it looks like I'm moving or something, because there's nothing really in there, right? Just basics. Downstairs in Craft Central. Wow. Different story down here. Well, that's all right, because that's what crafters do. Let me know if you ever want to need to detach. You drive to London. Where do you live, Sherry? You can just come to London and we'll hang out. We'll craft together. Oh yeah, there's so much stuff down here. Crazy. It's crazy, man. All right. We're almost done this part. Just come around. Make it look pretty. There we go. I'm just going to cut this off. Like that. There we go. Tuck that under. So this is where we're at now with the wings. Now they are a bit floppy, but no worries. I will fix it. This stuff isn't going to go anywhere. Guaranteed. I shouldn't have used those good scissors with that. There we are. You're in Bell River, Lori. All right, guys. So that's the wings. I'm going to put them aside because I'm going to put the head onto the body. So once again, I already did the head. It's just a 8-inch wreath form. And I did it the same way as I did the yellow. I put the foam or the felt on it. But I want to attach this to my wreath form. This one. Right? So what I thought worked really well was just coming on at the top part here, at the top rung, and the top rung of here, using your manicure scissors. So just poke a hole. Make sure that's where you want it to be. I like this one. I'll go here. Right? So feel your way. Just poke a hole. Because that's where your zip tie is going to be. Zip tie it. Come in through the bottom. Make sure this is the right way now. In there. Like that, right? Is that right now? Let me think. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to stand up to do this, right? So I want to make sure that it's right in the center. That's not right, guys. We got to have the pointy at the bottom. So just come to the center. Poke a hole. I think I'll go here. So I'm going to come in here. This has got glue on it, so it's really tough. There we go. Come in. Come in through this one that you've already drilled, put a hole through. Okay. Now you're going to feed it in this second one here. Had I been thinking straight, I could have done this hole, but I didn't. So I'm just going to feed it through. Like that. And flip it over. And then tie. Oh, see, it's backwards again. Oh, annoying. Annoying. There we go. I think we got her. I think we got it now. There we are. That's the ticket. Zip it closed. Now you're not going to see this because it's going to be covered up by the bow. But make sure that's nice and snug. Cut that off. Oh, I know. No, we're good. Good now. There we go. Like I said, you're not going to see this, all right? But I wanted to put another attachment here that stops this from flopping. So, my poking thing, just go in. I'll use a little muscle doing this. Am I through? Yeah. Okay, get a zip tie. It looks affordable, adorkable. Good word. Once again, you're not going to see this, right? So then you're going to come in through the bottom. And this just stops us from moving. Because it's trial and error to get this to work. And I've done all the hard work. Figured it out. All right? Put that on there. Clip it off. Do it on the other side. Says no one like a flip. No one. Okay. That's very true. Noper. Okay. Come through this one. Once again, a little hard because you've got glue on there and everything. You can do it. Just using a little force. I can see it's almost there. Where's my, there it is. There we go. It's cute already, yeah. What's your tattoo on my right arm? This one? This says Survivor. Had a brain aneurysm. Well, have. Still around. There we go. Hasn't got me yet. Touch wood. And this one's just a bruise from gardening. Okay, here we go. Make sure you can get it all the way through. You can see the hole here. There we are. Now you're just going to come down a little bit where it's easier to poke through. 39, yeah, right. I wish. I'm a tough old bird. There we go. Just go in. Now, there you are. Tell Sean the head won't be floppy. Cut that off. Okay, so see how this is now really nice and secure. Well, it flops a bit, but you don't need to worry about it. Okay? So, now we're going to attach the wings. Once again, a little challenging at times, but we can do it. All right, so what I'm going to do is go cross bracket to cross bracket up here, and I'm just going to use here. When you're covering up all that evil that's underneath there, right? So just take a put a hole through, and you want to be somewhat in the middle. There. Get your tie wrap for Mother's Day. You need one what, Lori? Wreath or bee? Come in here. Come to the side here. Let's make sure this is right here. So we're here. Let's poke a hole. Bring your tie wrap in through there. Poke a hole, and now you can affix it. Once again, you're not going to see these because of the bow. Like that. Can you see it? All right. You just want to make sure that's really good and snug. Clip it off. Just going to tuck that down. There we go. So that's on there. So I'm going to do it to this side as well. And then I'm going to do it down here too, to make sure these stay down. Okay? So once again, decide where you want your wing to sit. Take your pokey. You have to watch the replay. Yes, watch me struggle. It's been a struggle, but you know what it is? What it is. It's because you got hot glue on here. You got all sorts of stuff. Where are my? There we are. Let me use this. That goes through. You're welcome. All right. Why is this not cooperating with me? Let me tell you, this bad boy is not going anywhere. I must be on a cross bracket or something. Of course there's a, oh, that's why. Hard to go through metal, people. Thanks. Okay. Go through here. coming. Okay, I didn't have trouble with this last time I did it, so I don't know what's going on. There we go. Just want to make sure my tie wrap's right, because God knows that would just annoy me. Okay, make sure you want it where it's supposed to be, and then go ahead and poke your hole in the head part. Okay, come in, poke it in. And if you can't find it, all you got to do is stick your needle nose pliers through and grab it. And that bubby will come out. See? And then just make a little hole on another side of it. Put this through. And clip it together. Okay, that was a struggle. Did you enjoy it? Hey guys. Alrighty, I think we're good. So those aren't coming off, guaranteed. But I might put some hot glue on it, just to make sure they're exactly where I want it. And like that. Okay, so let me look. So what I might do is just put some hot glue right here. So I want him to be here. Be generous with it. Place it down like that, and then take a bad boy clip just to keep it secure. Make sure this one's the same, and do the same thing. Then I have a big clip. There we go. There we are. Place this down. Take your clip and put it on. So there's where we're at. See it? Okay. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching me struggle with this. Alright. Yeah. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is put his antlers in. And I've already made them. It's just these, and I've decided to use yellow balls on the top. I just had two pom-poms, and I'm just using one Chanel stem, and I fold it in half, and I'm just going to stick this at the top. And I'm going to just take this, my little things here, and I'm just going to make a bit of a slit in the top here. So you just want to go, you don't want to go all the way through, you just want to go through the cover part. Just keeping it in there, because you don't want to go through the other side. There we go. All right, so I know that's where this is. That's good. So then I just take this and I put some hot glue on both sides, front and back, and I stick it in there like that. Okay? And that secures it in place. Right? Antlers. And you can, of course, you know, funk them up a bit if you like. All right. So then I am going to put the bow on. So here's the bow that I've made, and I used 5 loops of black, 4 loops of this plaid, 3 loops of the bee, and 2 loops of this one. Okay? So that's going to go in the center, and that's going to hide all the evil, right? Not going to see it. So now the challenge is getting it attached. That's the challenge. Yeah, I think you could probably hot glue it, but you know me, I want to make sure it's not going to come off. So I'm just going to poke a hole through both. Take my needle nose pliers, come up through the back, like that. Grab one of these and just place it in place. Okay? And then I'm going to do it again to the other one. Next to it. Place that in. Just like that. Turn it over. A couple of good twists. Clip this off. Now I'm going to probably get a little piece of felt, remnant felt, to place here to cover these. All right. Take these off. Fluff your bow. Now you can use this just on its own as a, just the wreath itself. You could just add a hanger onto the back of it. But what I thought looked good. What do you think, guys? Give me a thumbs up. I know he's cute. Other than struggling with poking holes, it's adorable. I had these wreath forms in my basement, right? These monster wreath forms. I know they're everywhere. There's more than you ever know. I just covered it with, just taking these clothes pegs off, with like thick ribbon. See it? So I only did, and I've got a hanger on it here. So all I have to do, you could either just put a hanger on the bead itself, or you could get, if you've got any of these giant, wreath forms in your basement, you could attach it to there. Right now I'm just going to clip it on. Okay? So there you go. There's RB. What do you think? You guys gonna make one? Oh. Yeah, it wasn't hard to do. It's just struggling with putting it all together once you get it all made. Very cute. Well, thanks, guys. Did you enjoy me struggle? Coffee. All right. Okay, so that's it. That's it for today. Thanks, guys. Oh, all right. You guys have a great evening. I've got about 4 hours of crafting to do. But I'm going to show you something. I think this is what we'll make on Sunday. Actually, I might make it before Sunday. I don't know. I got so many custom orders to make, but I got this done and I got to do another one exactly the same. So what do you think? Do you want to see me do it live? I'll get it for you, show you. Hang on. Look at, it's the Gay Pride wreath. This says everybody's welcome. Then I got red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Yeah. Somebody asked me to make them one and I said sure. Okay, what do you think? You think I should do live or wait for Sunday? I don't know. What do you think? Okay. All right, that's it, you guys. You have a great evening. It's been fun for a Tuesday. And you have a great night. I'm going to get something to eat. Okay? So, see you later, bud. See you later, everybody. And I'll talk to you, well, probably Sunday. Maybe I'll surprise you and do it again. All right. Love you all. Bye.